Welcome to West Coast Wednesday here on Prospectors Radio with Kathleen Biffle, Rich Cooley, Scott Swiftwater Tony, Indiana Gold Hunter, Dennis Dayton, and your host, Tim Grimes. We hope you enjoy the show, and thanks again for listening.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another West Coast Wednesday. It's St. Patrick's Day here on Prospector Radio.
Happy Paddy's Day.
Happy St. Paddy's Day. Nobody's wearing green.
I kind of have green.
Yeah, it's got greenish. It is
our little leprechaun must be running around hiding his gold or something.
It's a form of green. Yeah. And our little leprechaun didn't make it tonight, so there's just us four.
No, he's out playing with a pot of gold.
Probably he's running around his little leprechaun outfit. Give me gold.
Where's the gold?
I would like to see Scott in a leprechaun outfit.
Yeah, it would be pretty cool. Right?
That'd be awesome.
Or an elf suit, yeah.
Well, are you drinking any green beer?
What's that, Kathleen?
Are you drinking any green beer?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm drinking yellow lemonade. I guess I could have put some green food coloring in it.
There's something blue because yellow and blue make green.
Oh, there you go. I could probably just put some ink from my ink pen in it. It'll turn green. Why not? What are you guys drinking tonight?
Irish whiskey.
Irish whiskey.
Irish whiskey.
There you go, Jameson. Ain't that the one where the barrel falls off the ship and the guy jumps in, gets it, carries it, fights an octopus?
Yeah, I guess it is. Just to save that one cask.
Yeah, well,
Somehow can lift up and put over his shoulder too.
That's good whiskey, apparently. Is it that good?
It's a great, honestly, every day, no thrills.
Every day.
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know every day, but
well, I mean, just want, it doesn't need to be a special occasion to enjoy. I think you can get them like $20-some a bottle.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. For what it is, it's good tasting too. Smooth.
it's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right. Kathleen gives it the it's all right. So rush out and buy you a bottle of Jameson today.
They do got a great 18-year, by the way.
A great what?
18-year whiskey.
Who does,
That
James?
one's only $130, but when you compare it to a lot of other 18-year scotches and whiskeys, it's actually a good deal.
Really?
And it is smooth.
So you're a whiskey connoisseur.
We dabbled during all of last year. We really drank a lot.
Well, COVID happened.
Yeah.
So we picked with that. Yeah.
I think
20 pounds.
I think COVID's still happening.
Are you guys still working from home, Chad and Kathleen?
We are still working from home. It's been a year.
Wow.
It's actually hit the year today. Actually,
Because we originally, we were
came back from Arizona.
we went in. It was a Monday last year, I think, and it was St. Paddys. And when Kathleen and I, at that time they split up all the workers to half on, half at home.
Right.
Half at home. So we were like, all right, we'll be the first. We didn't even get through half a day, and they were like, everyone needs to go home. We can't. Everything's shutting down.
I
We're
left
like,
everything on my desk, and I haven't. Everything's just on my desk.
Is it like a time capsule?
Yeah, I think they boxed everything up.
They boxed everything up and then sealed off all the wings except for
I
where.
had essential oils and everything.
Bummer.
You guys are going to hate it when you go back to work.
I think I am gonna hate
Yeah.
it. I'm loving
Because
it.
you're so used to working from home and going to work in your attire and all that,
Yeah.
You know, I love not having the traffic.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually getting more work done at home
I bet.
than in the office because when you want to take a break, it's big to do at work. And here,
Yeah, I mean, you can still stay in your bedclothes or at least put a good shirt on for the upper part, but other than that,
Business on top, party on the bottom.
Right.
yeah,
I pretty much have worked in my pajamas That's all year.
Oh, she still gets all gussied up.
Like right now, I've got a nice Argyle like sweater.
Uh-huh.
But I've got penguin pajama pants on. So
I got bear plaid ones.
Do you?
Yeah.
I got plaid ones, just plaid.
Yeah, cool.
and today I had like a blazer, a nice suit jacket, and penguin pajama pants.
Pretty cool.
Nobody.
Well, and our dogs, they've gotten so used to us. When we're gone, even for a little bit, they flip out now.
Oh, really?
When we go back full, in the office full time, they're going to go nuts. So I think that's a thing that, hey, the mental anguish of our pets can't deal with it.
Yeah, they're not gonna know how to act with you guys not being there at all.
Oh, I know. They're so spoiled.
They're gonna have separation anxiety.
Yeah, they are.
That's what'll happen.
They already do.
Yeah, because you've been home with them for a year.
And I like it because I suffer from anxiety. And I feed off all of the people around me at work. But at home, even when I get anxious, I've got my therapy dog.
Yeah, there you go. And your therapy oil.
Yeah, she knows when I get anxious, so she'll come up and lay her head on my lap, and I can pet her while I'm on a meeting, and nobody can see her. They might see her ears.
Right. And you're home.
Nice.
It's allowed.
Yeah, now I'm getting all depressed because I am going to be sad going back.
Think you guys will go back?
Well, there's no talks at least until the summer, but who knows? I mean,
Right. The work all getting
we
done.
can't speculate. I'll put it that way.
Right. The work's all getting done from home from everybody. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's some critical areas like with any business that have to be actually in
Right.
The infrastructure. There's a lot of
Security
issues that they've had to ignore.
But we don't deal with any personal information or anything like that. So
See?
I don't know.
I think you guys could just work from home forever.
That would be great.
It's
That'd
fine.
be cool.
It's fine. Do it.
then we can move wherever we want and just keep working and don't have to say
Yeah. Right.
We could totally go up to Alaska.
You don't have to meet new code.
No, we just need to take that Tesla Starlight system or Starlink, up there with us, plug it in, and just
Yes.
do some work. Of course, the time change would be out there.
Yeah.
I know.
But then we'd be done before lunchtime, and we can go dredge the rest of the day and take a nap and wake up in the middle of the night and work. Look at that.
Living the dream right there.
Living the dream.
That would be awesome.
Would be, and you don't have to meet new coworkers. It just stays the same.
I would love it. I might suggest that. not the dredging. I won't tell them about that.
Right. Tell them all the fun stuff involved.
Hey, I set up the water table after 2
I've
years?
seen that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We had to dig it out. It was stored in its nice little bin.
Uh-huh.
But it had some pile of black sand on it. We turned it on. It's gold stuck to it.
Yeah, that picture she posted in the group Facebook,
The little specks of
that
gold.
was actually all the gold that was left on the
That
table.
was stuck to it when
Covered up in the
away.
black sand, yeah.
That's when you know you're finding too much gold. Leave it. Leave it on there.
But no, she went through her cons that we went sluicing.
I see.
Our first time out in Ohio, we got the flood gold.
Actually did pretty
We
well.
always
It was
Guys did good.
for just a couple hours of sluicing. So obviously we didn't dig that much material. We still had 6 grams.
Yeah, that was really good.
It was 0.32.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it was 0.32.
Still
Oh,
was
that was the silver. My bad.
Yeah.
for first day out and just losing. Yeah.
Yeah, a couple hours.
You guys did great. I mean, gee.
I think I want to bring my dredge there this summer.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I can because the water was high.
Out.
You'd have to get in as soon as Yeah, as soon
I
as
don't
you
know.
can, because once as the summer, the water level where it was would be so down, you'd have to high bank it or
I got you.
maybe dry land dredge.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. It's always that.
Yeah,
Uh huh.
Yeah.
There's always that.
especially with the backpack.
Mhm.
That's such a nimble little thing.
It is.
So little.
Floats on an inch of water.
That's right. It gets in
It
place
does.
those other ones can't. I think it's the greatest.
The
trick.
floating, sit it on some rocks.
It don't need much.
It's easy to level. Yeah.
Easy to level, easy to carry.
Well, see, now they have that whole conversion kit on the new ones you can
I think
buy,
I want that.
and to where you can quickly detach some parts of it and turn it into basically a high banker dredge, like just on a stand, take off the floats.
I think in Arizona,
That's pretty cool.
that dredge may be useful.
Well,
Uh-huh.
More
yeah.
so than one of those large ones because
That's a
of the
great
water.
dredge. I don't care what anybody says. That's a great dredge. The 2 inch.
Oh, they are. It's
Yeah.
very versatile.
Mm-hmm. It's
Love it.
ideal. It
I don't
can-
know about throwing on your back versatile, but
No, I don't
I never understood that.
either.
I'm like, I mean, yeah, I get it. You can, you know,
I can't.
Yeah.
but it's just awkward.
But do you want to?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I definitely want to. I'd take off that pump and motor and carry
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think that's the principle, I hope.
I think that's the point.
Yeah.
Still.
Strap the frame
I
and
mean, what if it's like a heavily wooded area,
oh, that would be a
and then you kind of hike that frame and float on the back in one solid giant piece?
oh man, they're
You get hung up, falling, dropping the pump.
fussing, kicking,
Yeah,
screaming. Yeah, you'd be over that trip real quick
yeah.
because you know you got to come back out of it.
Well, I have a Sherpa, so
Yes, it's true.
Technically, she takes care of her own stuff. We may joke. I am the Sherpa of useless things now, but she handles her own equipment.
Well, she's able to with that one.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I'm getting kind of soft during COVID. I mean, I had to pick up dog poo on Saturday.
It was a lot.
I mean, this is like from the
Oh yeah, it's after the melt.
yeah, after the thaw.
Like let's put it in perspective. It was about 50
5
pounds
dogs.
worth.
You got 5 dogs, right?
Big dog.
50 pounds of yeah.
I kid you not, I got
That's a lot.
sore. My arm was sore
I
from using the pooper scooper.
you know, there's people that you could pay that'll come and do that,
I know, but I'm too cheap.
and they even take it with them. They don't even put it in your trash can.
They take it with them.
Oh,
Take
wow, look
it
at
with
that.
them. Yep, it's like they weren't even there. They're like poop angels. They
It's-
show up, they get the poop, and they take it with them. All for one low price.
Isn't that sad though? I mean, I got sore from picking up
That's-
dog poo.
Well,
Well, you're out there for a couple hours
Oh
doing
my
that.
goodness.
that's yeah,
It's not like a job you just walk out, do, done.
right. No, when you're out there for a couple hours, bending over, stand up,
Five dogs.
that gets old. Yeah, but I know it's
You start analyzing.
that's all poop. After the winter, the snow's gone, and it all exposes itself. It's like, dang, it should deteriorate.
I kind of like the snow because it covered it up.
It is true.
Yeah, right? It's just like that movie. We need that poo be gone. Spray it on, it's gone.
Yeah. Oh, and we actually went through the stuff that Razor sent.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm getting older.
Okay.
My
eyesight's not as good as it used to
We
be.
All right.
a giant magnifying glass to go through that stuff, 'cause it was
Yeah.
hard.
The last time on the water table, I was able to do it. But
This stuff's smaller.
I like I said, I didn't find none. I had to just wash it.
There's only, yeah, we only saw, I swear, a few just on the water table. So we're gonna have to pan it because they all just would blow right
I
off.
don't even think I'm
which
gonna
is
find it
annoying.
panning. I think this is something you're gonna have.
Maybe
to
we'll get
put
some mercury. Yeah,
in.
that was what we were debating.
Maybe that's the trick.
Or a shaker table or something.
I
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I panned it and I was like, and then
I
raised.
don't think I'm gonna have
There was gold in there. Like I didn't
If I can't find it on the water table, I'm not gonna be able to pan it.
right.
That's how I am.
Rich,
It was just all black sand too.
Do what?
did you ever do yours, Rich, from Ray?
Did I have what?
Did you ever do your dirt Ray sent you?
I have it in the pan down there, but I've never did it yet.
You
No.
still haven't panned yours. Okay.
No.
We got to see what Rich says when he does it.
I got to get another. I went to pan mine out, put water in my tub, and I got a crack in it. So now I got to get another.
Okay. Make a trip to Home Depot, right?
Yeah.
Get a new tub. Done. Speaking of new tubs, shit.
Yeah.
Gold price.
Yeah, I was about to say. I gotta say, man, gold's. It actually dipped down. I think we talked last time to 1680s, right? And it's still like goes kind of up and down throughout the day, but it finished up $16.61 today at $1,748.56.
Okay.
So it popped up quite a bit. It was like staying around the 1730s
Right.
the past few days. Now silver is kind of done the same thing, but it's still pretty high, moving up 41 cents at $26.35.
Okay. Seems
Now
like there.
platinum, that one only went up 3 cents, but it is still at $1,217.63.
Hmm?
So that one's sitting pretty. And it's weird. You look at all three of those, gold, silver, and platinum, and a lot of the moves in the market, the graphs are pretty similar with what's happened in the past couple weeks. So they're all kind of trending the same.
Right.
Now, palladium had a good jump, $93.72. It's at $2,589.76.
And
So that leads us to rhodium. Rhodium last week had a suicidal jump off. I mean, it was over 29,200, and then in just 2 days later, it went down to 24,900. But it moved $900 up,
uh-huh.
25,500.
Interesting.
So yeah,
That's
that's
a big drop.
interesting.
But it seems like when it goes up big. When it goes down big too. It don't play around, but still.
I'm just curious what gold's going to keep doing, because you hear all sorts of talk about possible inflation, tax hikes, you name it.
Yes.
So I'm curious to see, one, what the economy is going to do, the stimulus thing that's all gone out, if that's going to hurt it, or if something changes and we see gold climbing back up to closer to 2,000.
Right. It might. We shall see. Only time will tell. Right?
Yep. And speaking of time, we have a lot of birthdays today.
Are there?
A bunches.
There's a bunches.
St. Paddys Day
St.
birthday.
Patty's Day. We have Alan Smith, Alan Culp, Audrey, Bob Jones, Ed Micheloni, Eric Neitzel, Forrest Walker, Greg Gundy, John Madden, Justin Sean Baker, Ken Crass, Kent Jacobson, Kevin Otgen, Matthew, Ohio Rocks, Rich Gold, and William Brushwood. And I can see just 3 for tomorrow: Arlene Blaha, Bill Shackelford, and Doug.
Huh. Dang, I don't know which ones. There was a lot for the first one.
Ohio rocks.
Well, that's
Yeah, it's a good one. Do that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's today's.
Ohio rocks.
All right, let's take a. Yep, Ohio Rocks is from the United States.
I bet they're from
They just said United States. What type of prospecting does Ohio Rock do? A little of everything. Do you belong to any clubs? Several. Who referred you to the site? Jim Ham.
Ah,
What kind of equipment do you use? All types. So
uh-huh.
you're really a mysterious individual.
Kinda.
Kind of, yeah. Joined back in 2014.
Uh-huh.
So
Definitely.
I tell you, the names that are, cool, interesting, they never have a lot of info. And that guy is So we'll have to look at tomorrow really quick. I just picked, it was 1 out of 3. I picked the middle one, Bill Shackelford
Oh, okay.
from Santa Rosa, California. He's a recreational prospector, belongs to the GPAA. He was referred to by C. I'm going to go out on a limb. That's code for Cecil.
Probably.
Oh,
That's
Now, he uses a sluice, a metal detector, and, of course, a gold paint.
Oh.
Now, he's actually been a member for quite a while, since 2012.
Yeah, name sounds familiar.
I know, I've heard it too.
It does. It sounds very familiar, don't it?
it sounds very, very familiar. For some reason.
Mm-hmm.
We met him before.
I was thinking that's why I kind of picked him. It sounded like somebody we've talked to or know, and I have no clue.
You got a picture?
No.
Oh, dang. I was going to say we have to look and see if reckon.
Oh, Bill, I think we met somewhere.
Well, it's your birthday and everyone else's, so happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Sorry Dennis wasn't here to sing for everybody. we know how much you all enjoy that.
Isn't he our other leprechaun?
Any what? He is our other leprechaun.
No. Dennis is more of our garden gnome.
Right.
Scotty's the leprechaun. I mean, come on.
You're right. You nailed it. Dennis is the garden variety gnome.
Hey, gnomes ward off evil.
They do. Yeah. And Scott's the leprechaun. All right.
Who's the Hobbit?
I know Dennis is probably listening. He always listens. He's probably shaking his head right now.
He's probably like, I'm going to get this.
Can we buy a gnome costume somewhere?
We need to get Dennis photoshopped in a gnome outfit. And Scott Photoshop on a leprechaun.
A leprechaun. Come on, somebody listening, get on that. Before the show's over, we want to see Dennis in a gnome and Scott as a leprechaun.
Oh,
That's what happens when you don't show up.
I'm great now.
Just saying.
I'm afraid what we would be photoshopped.
I know. What's been going on?
What's been happening on Sundays?
You have to go back and review.
Oh no!
Now, I do have something interesting that I did out of fun, I guess, because I was bored.
Uh-huh.
Like, we have a jar that we fill coins by our keys, even though we hardly use cash, but we always just throw stuff in there. And so I finally went through and wanted to separate them out, found, 4 $50. They're not silver, though. I was bummed.
Yes.
But then
I melted it.
Then I went through the pennies and I pulled out all the copper ones.
Oh.
Yeah, separate.
Got you a bag of copper.
Yeah, had nothing.
How do you know those?
The years of when they used copper before they went to all the zinc
What's
stuff.
the cutoff?
The 80s were the last decade. It was, I think, 1990 is when they phased in the new ones.
They completely.
Some early 90s, I guess, do have copper, but and then
Oh, so you can melt it.
yeah, well, that's what's funny. Those old pennies are worth 2 cents because of their weight in copper.
Really?
Yeah, they're worth more than the penny.
They're worth the penny itself.
That was an interesting fact to learn.
It is interesting.
And then I decided, I wonder, how do you tell if you have a rare quarter, dime, nickel, penny?
It's too.
That was a rabbit hole. But we did find a penny, and I think I remember Kathleen found this dredging. It's a 1910
Oh, nice.
wheat penny.
At the Double D.
I save all wheat pennies.
Yep.
But haven't been getting
all the time.
all wheat pennies. You got. I don't know why. Like you said, they're only worth 2 pennies. So, but
As a little kid, I used to find them all the time, like in the dirt.
right. But you got to save them. I mean,
Yeah.
wheat pennies, buffalo head nickels. You know.
Yeah, we did find one buffalo head nickel.
Did you?
Yep, found one. This little guy.
See what you can find going through your.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I was surprised.
You don't know until
Like,
you
you never really think of anything about it.
No, because you don't look when they give it to you. You just put it in your
Nope.
pocket.
In your pocket.
Come home.
Especially with the rare time we do have any change.
Right.
Like,
Agree. I don't. Whoever uses cash anymore? Not very often. No, not very often at all. It's kind of crazy. So I haven't been getting no change. Don't know.
I say we melt the copper. Did you melt anything?
You can't melt U.S. currency.
Oh, you can't?
Illegal.
Is it?
Never mind then. We're not melting that.
I will say, copper does have a high. Well, I knew it had a higher melting point than silver.
Right.
But I was really surprised.
Copper's got to be hard to melt because I would think copper would be real high to melt.
It is, yeah. I was surprised.
Because I know, like when you're soldering it, you're using MAP gas. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's.
Yep.
So,
I know our little kiln. It said it can handle copper, but there's no way. I mean, it would eat through the crucibles, the flames, how it works. So I don't know how you would melt it in ours. Now maybe my forge for
your forge, definitely.
that I could probably put one in there with the 2 giant torches coming down on it, but
That I would think would do it.
Yeah.
It should. It definitely should. But since you're not allowed to melt copper pennies, so.
no. I was talking about the copper pipe.
Oh, copper pipe. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I tried.
But what about when people used to drill holes in coins and wear them as necklaces and stuff?
Well, see, yeah, and what's funny was like, okay, like right now, bullion, silver coins, everything's up and hard to get right now. So I mean, you can check around on the internet, and I came across a lot of these old gold coins from the 1800s. Now they're small size ones, but I guess it was like so popular, people made them into necklaces as pendants.
Right.
So they all had clasps on them. Some were holes drilled in them. Others, it was like soldered on, to basically hook a chain or whatever.
Right.
I was really surprised by that.
Yeah. Interesting.
But those are only, I think, they're not pure gold. The only pure gold coin is the Buffalo $50 that the Mint makes.
How much would that thing cost you nowadays?
I for 2001, I think, because you pay a little bit of a premium, obviously.
Right.
It's like 1930 some, 1940. For an ounce. It's an ounce, solid ounce, 24 karat fine gold.
Wow.
And now the Eagle coins, those ones are only 22 karat gold. They use a little bit other metals in those, but it's still an ounce of gold.
Right. Huh.
Troy ounce, I should say.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to have one or some.
Several.
I'd settle for one. Interesting. Kathleen, did you have any stories tonight?
I do.
Okay.
Stories.
Well, what we could do, we could do a quick break from Amra, and then we could come back to that.
Sounds good.
Sound like a plan, you guys?
Yep.
Sounds like a plan to me. All right, everybody, we'll be right back after these messages.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com. If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're interested in getting into, you have to visit goldprospectorspace.com. At goldprospectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, blogs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more. At goldprospectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time, tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. GoldProspectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at GoldProspectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at GoldProspectorspace.com. GoldProspectorspace.com.
It is time for Dredging Up the News with Kathleen Biffle. Mining news from around the globe, metal detecting, dredging, entertainment news, and fun facts as well. Here's Kathleen.
All right, everybody. March 17th. Happy St. Paddys Day.
Yoo.
Thankful. Okay. US-based researchers have found that using a complementary form of disinfection known as copper-silver ionization, also known as CSI, can decrease disinfection byproducts and cell toxicity of chlorinated swimming pool water. So
I don't know.
What was that? What was that noise?
I don't know.
is that feedback?
I think so, because your microphone got really weird sounding.
Mine
Is it
did?
right now, really?
It actually sounds okay now, but she was quiet at first, and then it got loud, and then it started doing freaky things.
Yeah.
How about now?
I don't know. Kathleen, talk.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, in a study published in the Journal of Environmental Science and Technology, scientists report that CSI involves generating antimicrobial copper and silver ions by electrolysis. They say that combining this technique will reduce chlorine levels, and it's possible to make swimming pools even safer.
Oh.
So I wonder if copper and silver will Well, we keep thinking silver will just become really, really valuable.
It could be the great time of year.
Maybe.
Could be.
I thought that was kind of interesting. Okay, in Hungary, archaeologists from the Herman Otto Museum, they've discovered a treasure trove of old artifacts during excavations of an ancient cemetery.
Wow.
Is my microphone still doing that?
Yeah, it's kind of going up and down and
It's really, I can hear it.
cutting in and out.
Okay. All right.
Where's your IT guy?
Maybe our microphone's dying.
Maybe we can use Snowball.
Yeah. Yeah, because it goes up and down and we'll lose you and then we'll hear you. So keep going. Give it a try.
Here, I'll sit closer, maybe.
Try it.
Okay, I'll sit closer. All right. In Hungary,
In
they found
Hungary.
a treasure trove while excavating an ancient cemetery. So previous studies of the area found 16 preserved trunks of cypress trees from one of the oldest known fossil forests. And they estimate this to be about 8 million years old.
Wow.
Archaeologists have been conducting ongoing excavations in the area over the past decades to rescue artifacts there because there's a threat from the lignite mining operation that's going over there. And what that is, it's basically a soft, brownish coal plant material that's in between coal and peat.
Huh?
That's in the area. It's marshy, like in
The
Scotland.
dogs.
Yeah, it's kind of that.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the peat.
Yeah, the peat.
But it preserves artifacts really well in bodies.
Uh-huh.
But it's also mined for its, I guess, fuel benefits. Remember that?
Did not know that.
So anyway, archaeologists are trying to mine those, not mine those. They're trying to get all the artifacts there while the mining is going on because they don't want things to get destroyed, and they want to find things like this that you see behind me.
Yeah.
And try to get this. But this comes from the Copper Age, and this was a cemetery that they excavated, and they found 34 graves. This is dating around the 4th millennium. That's pretty old. But anyway, these were gold objects consisting of hoops, conical plate pendants that may have been part of a big ceremonial headdress. They believe the pendants symbolized a very, very stylized female figure for the time. So whoever this was a very, very prominent person to have a headdress with these pieces that you see behind.
Looks like something that come off a car.
Yeah, or they look like pull tabs off a can.
But
Yeah.
it made it like a really big, elaborate headdress that she was buried in.
I need to see it fully assembled.
Yeah, assemble it.
But it's really bizarre because it was from the Copper Age.
Mm-hmm.
Gold was just really rare back then, so that's why this is very, very cool because it just wasn't really mined as heavily.
Right. You look at that one, the way it's like folded over on the bottom and bent around. You could see it's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that one above her head.
Yeah.
Like old Pepsi.
Yeah. It looks like a pull tab. Yeah. That's what I said. Yes.
Like a thumbtack.
Uh-huh. The other one looks like a game piece, the one on the lower middle.
It does look like one of the golf team pegs.
Yeah. Interesting. Medieval golf piece.
I don't know, but they're made from gold.
They're cool though. Right. I'd take them. Heck yeah.
All right, so just two stories about gold. So I'm going to go into some fun facts, and
Awesome. Okay.
I didn't find any. I was going to dig up my old one I did about leprechauns, but I just wanted to talk about aquamarine because it's just so pretty.
Scott was going to be on, so why talk about him?
Right.
But it just feels so good to be in the month of March, right? Because we know spring is just around the corner. Today was an absolutely beautiful day. Um, so let's just talk about all things March. And one of the things that I think about, of course, are gemstones. And aquamarine is the birthstone for anyone born in March.
Right.
Chad here is born in March. You would think it'd be something, like green, emerald or something, but it's actually aqua. And it is considered a lucky stone, so that's good. But the blue hues are common to this stone, and it's fitting considering that the Latin translation for aquamarine is water of the sea. Uh, Legend describes it as a mermaid stone, bringing luck to sailors and protecting them from the perils of ocean travel.
Huh.
So it's a crystal that is used for healing, and it's thought to have really soothing energy, and it's supposed to help you with phobias. Um, it's good for the throat chakra, so if you're really into that, it's said to boost confidence when you are speaking publicly. So it helps overcome the fear of speaking, and it's an excellent stone for teachers and any person who have to deliver meetings or be a presenter of any type. It relaxes. Uh, it relaxes you, makes you fully aware of your surroundings. It gives you wisdom. It says it also allows you to speak clearly without anger.
Okay.
It's not working.
Shut up. I think I've been more mellow. Oh, I'm wearing an aquamarine.
Oh, okay.
So, as a travel crystal, look how pretty this is. The greenish blue aquamarine protects those who are traveling by sea. So if you're going on a cruise, pack an aquamarine if you don't want to sink. The ancients used it over their eyes as a treatment from being tired. It also, like I said, helps with anger. It's useful for cleansing energy. If you're interested in that, makes you feel empowered and so on. It says it's a good stone for meditation. I don't know if you do that, but if you want to meditate and talk to the spirits, it's
Okay.
for that.
All right.
Okay, so aqua, it belongs to the beryl family of minerals, and that is the same family that the emerald comes from. Morganite, another beautiful gemstone, comes from that. It's got a hardiness on the Mohs scale of 7.5 and 8, so it's very, very strong, like a sapphire. And ruby, I think, comes from the same. The more vibrant and deep the color, the more valuable it is.
Oh.
Most minerals, aquamarine is formed in earth. Unlike some minerals, this precious gem forms in a variety of rocks. So it doesn't just form in one type. As a source of beryllium, the mineral beryl is actually fairly rare, but because when you find it, you find a bunch of it.
That's good.
You just find in large amounts of it, right? So it can be like emeralds, I think, are more valuable than aquamarines because they're just, you can find them in abundance, aquas anyway. But the deeper the blue, the more valuable an aqua is.
Okay.
And what makes the blue color is the amount of iron in a barrel. So the mineral itself is like made up of the same stuff as an emerald,
Mm-hmm.
but because of the the chemical compounds in it, it determines if it's going to be blue or green. So,
Oh, interesting.
but anyway, the main deposits in the world are in Pakistan, up high in the mountains, and in Brazil. Other locations include the Ural Mountains in Russia, as well as China, California, Colorado, of course, in the U.S. has them. Myanmar, Ukraine, and Africa also have large deposits of aqua. And you can mine them through picking through the surface or by strip mining. Aquamarine isn't found deep enough to warrant any type of shaft mining.
Mm-hmm.
So early on, most of these gems were found in rivers and on the ground, mostly in Russia. But Pakistani miners will actually have to scale cliffs in the mountains to find them. In Brazil, they will use strip mining.
Wow.
Unlike emeralds, aquamarine is fairly affordable. And this is a picture of my ring. Isn't it pretty?
Oh, that's cool.
I got a really close up picture, but it's this one. This one I actually got off Etsy.
I think it's fake because it's not helping with the anger.
Whatever. So I've had to give a lot of presentations at work, and I've been spot on. So
See, it helped with that then.
Well, it worked. So anyway, it is an affordable gem. I didn't spend a very lot. I think I spent like $30 on this ring. It is sterling silver.
Allegedly.
It is. But anyway, it's affordable due large part that you can find it more abundantly. Large crystals, finding them in large crystal form, are very, very common. Aquamarine is a gemstone that doesn't have very many inclusions as emeralds, so you can find a piece without inclusions pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
For this reason, you can find large carats of aquamarines at a fairly good price. As a result, it's an affordable gem. By far, of course, like I said earlier, when the darker the blue, the more pure it is, and it's when you find it in its natural state that way.
Right.
And they can be really, really blue, but they're not as valuable as finding them like that. So what is the world's largest cut aquamarine? I don't know if you can see all of this, but it cut it off. Anyway, it's called the Dom Pedro aquamarine. It is the world's largest cut aqua. It was cut from a crystal originally weighing about 100 pounds. So they found a big piece of aqua, about 100 pounds, and they cut this big obelisk. And you can look it up if you want to see. There's really, really pretty pictures. This picture does not do it justice, but it's called the Dom Pedro aquamarine. And they cut this big obelisk, and they found this thing in Brazil in 1980, and it is considered it's like a bluish green, and it's like 10,000 carats.
Wow.
So it is the largest. And I could not find the most expensive. I found some expensive ones. Like I found one like $50,000. It was made of a beautiful ring, but I don't know if it was the most expensive.
Right.
It's just really hard because aqua is just so common.
Darn.
It's not like a Hope Diamond where that was easily Googleable. Googleable. But aqua, it was just really hard to find something that was unique. But anyway,
Kathleen.
that was my fun facts.
Kathleen, are these Here, let me change the view here. I want you to see. Let's see if I can get it for you. Wait a minute. Hold on.
I see something.
Back it up.
Oh, wait, let me turn off the background for a minute.
Okay.
That'll fix it.
Aquamarine or
I think
what?
so. So, I mean, Kathleen would probably know.
Back it up a little bit.
Backing it up.
Put it in
Okay.
front of your face.
There you go. Those
Ooh, there's several.
those look like aqua or
Oh, there you go.
topaz. Are they blue topaz or aqua?
Yeah, Kathleen.
A round peg into a square hole.
Oh, crap.
They're perfect for any occasion. Everything to do is the best.
They look like blue topaz or aqua.
Blue topaz.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Huh. Thank you.
Now you're out of focus.
Yeah.
It's so funny because like you open it up, and I'm one of those old people that have to hold things back here to see it.
That's me. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Now I got to get refocused.
There you
There we go.
Look at that. Is that Marilyn Monroe behind you?
Yeah, that's her side of the studio. See her microphone back there?
Yeah, her
Yeah.
side looks fancier than yours.
Yeah, her side is fancier.
Yeah.
I had to turn back on my background. Shad, I bet there was some ain't there some events going on?
There is an outing in Arizona this weekend.
Oh yeah, local
And in
events.
Indiana, right?
So yeah, well, first Indiana has the Indian Gold Prospectors outing on Saturday and Sunday at Morgan Monroe State Forest.
Right.
I think it kicked off 9 a.m. on Saturday, and then they have a dinner at 5 p.m. with raffles and a lot of good fun. If you're interested, check the site out for more details. You do need a free permit to pan, and it is small hand tools only and panning only. So no sluices. You can have suction dredge, hand dredge pumps.
Yeah.
No big shovels, hand trowels, basically.
And all you have to do is email the Morgan State DNR. Like, let me see who it is. I got mine in a day, and basically you just tell them that it's free.
Yeah, and they're good for a year.
Yeah, you just say you want a panning permit, give them your name and address, and they send it to you by email. And
Oh, that's cool.
free.
Yep, it's free. So that'll be a good trip. And they always have the best food out of any club.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Their cookouts really good.
Free.
Free.
And
And then,
free
food. And,
You got to get a permit for each person, right?
yes, for each adult, you have to get a panning permit.
Got it.
Do that, give yourself a day. Do it tonight. You plan on going, so you get it tomorrow and have it.
That's pretty cool. At least you get it like instantly, almost.
That would be cool. Yeah.
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 Well, I got it
within
the
a
same
day.
day.
Yeah, within
I'm
a
trying,
day.
I'm trying to get the email address.
Yeah,
Uh,
but at least you don't have to wait for regular mail. God knows when you'd get it. The event would be over.
this is the address I sent it to. Morgan SF at dnr.in.gov.
Easy peasy.
So
And-
Morgan State Forest Morgan, S as in Sam, F as in Frank at D as in dog, nr.in.gov.
And you just tell them what you're wanting, a panning permit.
You're going to tell them, you're going to Morgan State Forest, and you want to pan, and give them your name and address, even if you live out of state, and then they respond with they email you the permit, and they give you like a map of the state forest of where you can pan.
Oh, well, see, that's cool. It's like instant.
And there is good gold in there too. I mean, I'm not
Right.
I like fly poop. Yeah, people find good pickers and small nuggets in there.
Yeah, there's supposed to be some real nice gold up in there.
Last time we went, we found some nice pickers.
Mm-hmm.
But see, that's why they don't allow you to use no dredges.
People probably really clean up with the dredge.
Could you imagine if they did? Ooh.
I wish they would let you sluice though.
Yeah, or even sluicing would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there wasn't, if I remember, there wasn't much of a flow to really sluice.
Oh, okay. But imagine if you could dredge it.
Oh, man.
Wouldn't that be sweet?
Yeah, that would be amazing.
That would be a place to dredge. If they open that up for like a month, a year for dredging, or a week, that'd be nice. And they should, to increase the fish habitat. Just saying.
So let's move out west now to the Arizona happening, hosted by AMRA. Now they're having it up in a place called Jackass Flats. It's near Morristown, so northwest of the city of Phoenix, about an hour and a half outside of the town, basically, with traffic. So it's not too far away if you're in the Phoenix area. Now, this one runs this weekend also, March 20th through the 21st. So there's a lot happening here. They're going to have possibly Pat Keene from Keene Engineering coming out. Bill Southern, Brian Wilder, who's appearing in Bering Sea Gold, will be there. Now, they're also going to have tons of prizes for raffles, a dinner, and I mean, it's a big dinner. So now AMRA does this also to help raise funds because obviously they're fighting for the small miners and mining rights. They're engaged in a lot of legal battles that are ongoing and will be coming. So this is a good opportunity to support them, get to know the organization, and then win some really awesome stuff. So they're going to host an actual metal detecting hunt. So I can only assume they're going to have some really nice things for everybody to try to find. It's $20 a person. Now, a couple of the raffles they're giving that they have going on, we're only going to name a few, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of add-ons. That's typically how the AMRA raffles go. But they're going to have 2 Henry rifles with the AMRA logo in there.
Mm-hmm.
One's in 22 long rifle, the other one's 44 Magnum rifle. And you can actually see video and pictures of them on American Mining Rights Association Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
They're also raffling off a day of mining with Brian Wilder. They're going to raffle off a Keene dry washer, the 151S. Now, this is a behemoth. I think it costs you $1,700.
Wow.
But I mean, this is one where you have a lot of buckets dug and ready to go, and then you can spend the rest of the time dumping them.
It's on my wish list.
Nice.
Oh, it's a must-have for dry wash. I agree. For when we're out there, our puffer's good to scout, but it's a puffer. There's so much material in a puffer.
Yeah.
Even with the little battery.
The little puffer's going to go poof when it gets out there.
It's going to be a little poofer, not the puffer.
It's still in we store it in an old suitcase.
Oh, my God.
So it hasn't been out since a couple of years.
Forever.
It out there. See, we need my parents to hurry and finish their house being constructed so we can ship all our desert mining gear down to store for us.
There you go.
Traveling with it. All right, back to the event. They're also having a raffle for a week-long stay at the Roaring Camp Mining Company out in California, which
Nice.
and Dennis, I'm sure people remember his there, loves the camp. So that's some of the bigger ones given away. Oh, a Mine Lab 440 Vanquish metal detector.
Mm-hmm.
Gold nuggets donated by Gold Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of AMRA gear, which, they got a ton of it. And then a chicken and cobbler dinner, which dinner costs $35 that they're having catered in. So They want everybody to register before the outing for dinner and the metal detecting hunt. That helps them prepare and know how much they need. You can find more details at AmericanMiningRights.com and click on Arizona outing, which pops right up. I'll share a link in the Gold Prospector Space chat room if somebody wants to share it on the YouTube. That'd be awesome. But yeah, you go to that link. It'll have the registration link within there at the bottom. You can also send an email and talk to them. Now, I will say the camping area, if you're going to camp over the weekend at Jackass Flats, it's Arizona State Trust land. You have to have a camping permit. It's $15 for an individual or $20 for a family. It's good for a year. It's on demand. You pay for it. They give you an instant email. You print it out and you put it in your car.
Oh, nice.
So that avoids Arizona. We were surprised as we've been searching for claims, our property. State trust land is pocketed in all over the place. So, and they have different rules about mining and prospecting. So you want to check that out, but you can still camp on them, but you have to have one of these permits if you ever got stopped.
Pretty good information, you know. Good to know, Chef. Thank you. Anything else?
Not an event. Well, I guess this one could be kind of an event. I don't know how many people follow Gold Bay on social media. Also, if you follow AMRA, you might have seen them. They've shared and kicked in things as well. But the owner of Gold Bay, great pay dirt company, get some great deals, is having basically a contest. It's up for the winner will win $60,000 US. They also are throwing in basically chunks of gold that weigh over an ounce and some others. You'll also, I think, get a day to mine with them. And the mine he has out there is known for the specimens.
Yeah,
like
crystalline gold.
crystallized gold. Yeah, it's a very rich mine. So how do you win this? How do you get involved?
How do I?
Oh, he'll even pay if you win. He'll pay all your expenses to come out, by the way.
Man, I'm in.
Or you get paid back for it. So, okay. So, I mean, you're talking mad money. I think AMRA's thrown in stuff. Some other groups have also added stuff in there because they're so confident nobody can do this.
I think I would be able
What
to.
is?
So here's the challenge. There's they're going to have several tests, and this is the test dowsing, your dowsing skills, because I know Shannon from AMRA is a huge skeptic. Obviously, the Gold Bay is a big skeptic too. But hey, the way he figures, if somebody really can do it and pass all these tests, then that can help him find some great pockets in his mine. Right? There's a lot of money and exploration costs. So there's a series of tests. You have to watch it on either Gold Bay. He has it on his website, his YouTube, or you can find the link in social media. But he talks all about everything. It includes, he'll have a bunch of basically cases, like black pistol box cases. Some of them will have gold nuggets in them ranging from over an ounce or less, right? And you have to successfully find and detect one try which boxes the gold's in.
Okay.
And I think there's some other tests too where he hides gold, or you have to find where a known pocket is that still has tons of gold in it that he's mining. You have to find it with the dowsing rod. So
there's 2 or 3 tests with the boxes, isn't there?
What's that?
Isn't there 2 or 3 tests with the boxes?
Yeah,
there's like 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 or something.
Yeah, there's several different types, and that's why like I can't remember all the specifics off the top of my head.
I read it too, and I don't remember everything either.
It's a lot. Yeah. So I mean, you can walk out possibly with more than $60,000 cash prizes, and then thousands and thousands of dollars of gold nuggets, plus the possibility to mine even more.
Yeah, if you can douse for gold, yeah.
I don't know. They've already had one person that took the challenge. Amber was there. They actually shared the video
Oh, really?
of them doing it. Yeah. Let me see if I. Obviously, I'm not going to play it and watch it now, but I will share the link on the Go Prospector space. Someone else can even share that
Okay.
for me. But I guess that this is Amra's video that they took of somebody taking the test.
Wow.
So it could give you a good insight, a good competitive edge. And this is out in California, to where you can go. If you live there, I would do it just for fun.
Oh, yeah, just to try it.
I go on every weekend and try to do it.
Is it on their Facebook page or is it just on the regular page?
Well, they've all posted it on both the Gold Bay's Facebook, Amherst Facebook. Amher has the video on YouTube, but also if you go to Gold Bay's website, I think there's a link there as well to where it gives all the details within his website, what you need to do, and contact him to arrange coming out to take the challenge, the dowsing challenge.
It's if I lived there, I'd take the challenge. Why not? Right? Yeah.
I would.
Oh, heck yeah, right? In a heartbeat. You have to try.
It sounds cool. I mean,
Yes.
I'd be blown away. I mean, I think they're being I'm somewhat of a skeptic, but I've seen it work.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not that I think it's like pinpointing a specific, like down to the exact area works. I don't think it does that. I think it helps generally in the area pick up energy, and if you're attuned, maybe.
Well, the thing is, when you're put on the spot like that, your energy will interfere with energy, and then it won't work.
Right.
Because you can't. It doesn't work that way. I mean, it is something that take it from a dowser. I douse. I believe in it.
That's the key. You have to believe in it.
It's you can't sit there and watch someone do it because it will interfere.
Mm-hmm.
So our proposal back to Gold Bay from the Wandering Buffaloes is you pay us $10,000. That takes the pressure off.
Then you can't watch us.
Then you can't watch us. We'll do our thing. We'll share the video of it. And we'll make sure no fancy editing occurs and be a straight shot video. And we'll prove it can work and happen.
It can be done.
Energy. So you can't have someone doubting you.
Right.
Yeah.
Because guess what? That will affect the dowsing.
That puts you under the pressure. And you're like being scared at, and the next thing you know, your rods are just going over at them.
Yeah, and then you're just guessing. So yeah, that's gonna work.
So that's just my 2 cents.
I agree. I
think actually the whole show needs to be able to come out. All the Cronies Club members, he should bring us all out. Outing, all expense paid.
Yeah.
And if it works, great, and they get the gold. But that's it.
Yeah. I mean, come on. You'll find those hidden pockets that he's looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we can't.
I think that's win-win.
Can't have pressure. Just gotta let us do our things. That's all there is to it. But that is pretty interesting, though. I'm gonna look at it.
We'll have to look at the video.
Yeah, I'll watch it after the show.
Because it takes you through what they're doing, and
it would just be fun just to go out there.
Yeah, it would be fun.
Oh yeah, because this is this is a famous mine. He lucky enough to get.
Yeah.
So
one heck of a mine.
Yeah, I'm watching the video now. You can't do that and people and it's,
you're not putting on a show. You're trying to.
It's not going to work because you're going to be nervous. It's going to interfere. You got to be focused.
Yep, you got to be focused. I agree.
But it's still a cool concept.
It is. It's cool. It's very interesting.
Now, speaking of LCS is cool because nobody else did it, even though you had a week extension.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
You couldn't even melt chocolate.
I really forgot. I bet Rich forgot.
I'll get it, yeah. So we win by default.
Yeah, you do. Yes.
You know, we melted our little silver
Nice.
junk ring. Now we'll tell the funny story. Well, we did a video for Wandering Buffaloes on it. I mean, because we've never messed around with this type of stuff doing, so it was kind of fun watching tons of other people reading up a little bit about it and just giving it a shot. And we found it. But so Kathleen had some very beautiful jewelry that she just doesn't wear. One of it was from that she picked up. I think it was on a cruise.
We on a cruise.
And in Mexico, you know, had like stones, sterling silver, 925 all over it. Real pretty necklace. We should have took a picture before I dismantled it.
I have a picture.
It would have been better. So it had all these stones. So one of the things we talked about is you got to obviously take out any stones, or glass or beads, whatever, because that'll, I don't know about melting all that together. So it was really difficult with this necklace, and it should have kicked in like, something's not right. Because they weren't glass beads, they weren't stones. They were like resin molds to look like stones.
That would have been our first indicator.
Right?
Something was not.
It's hard to get out. I mean, I had to bang on them with the hammer, pop them out. And like I said, I should have realized this probably isn't sterling silver. And then the other necklace that Kathleen had, she got at one of those trade shows or whatever, where they sell by the gold string or gold chains, sterling silver change, other stuff, right? And they'll cut it to whatever length you want by the inch. So needless to say, when we first attempted to melt stuff, we didn't get the chain link on film, and we should have when we first tried to, but it wasn't melting. And we were so confused, like, what is going on? It should not be taking 30 minutes.
Right.
Everything I read, within 15 minutes, and usually a lot quicker if you have the heat up high enough at melting point, it's silver melts really fast. So that didn't work. And I set that aside. And then we had a good success, made a bar. The next one I spilt it, so we had to remelt it. And then we were like, okay, let's throw in this necklace stuff now. It was all stainless steel.
We ruined a crucible.
Yeah. Because we're trying to melt steel. It was sitting in that crucible for so long. I even ran to the store to get more propane and came back. That tells you how long this was running.
Just sitting there.
She's just standing out in the garage. I'm like, how's it not melting?
You have to watch. Yeah.
I'm just looking at it. I was like, this just doesn't seem right.
Shad gets back from the store, still not melted.
It's glowing. And then my daughter comes out like, what are you doing? Melting silver.
Yeah, so it was an experience, and we've learned a lot.
Right.
At least with melting sterling silver. Not everything stamped, obviously.
It's true.
True.
Don't buy any necklaces from street vendors.
Yeah, in Mexico.
It
was great artistic, but it wasn't really. But so we learned that. We also learned that sterling silver does melt pretty fast.
So if it's taking longer than how long?
They say on the internet, it should take no more than 15 minutes.
And that is true.
And that's probably for a big, thick chunk of silver.
It's not supposed to take an hour.
Yeah. So you might have something wrong. We have to repair our little kit, our kiln, right? Because it was running for so long. And luckily they do sell pretty cheap too, just stuff you put in to kind of replaster the inside with whatever.
Wow.
So it lasted. But they recommend, I found out, to sprinkle bone ash at the bottom before you set your crucible in and turn it on. Right. That way, if any slag or something spills out, it doesn't eat through the material of the kiln.
Okay.
Little cool hint we found out. So we learned that.
Good info.
one thing we noticed, no matter how many times we melted and remelted this stuff, we would always get these little air pocket holes in the sterling silver.
Yeah.
Now we didn't mix with real silver, and a lot of people say if you're going to reuse it for jewelry, you want to add in pure silver, I guess, when you melt it, and it may be because of this. Because like one of the bars, you can see, I did slightly sand it, but you can see all the little holes.
Yeah.
I think that's really common if you just try to melt it straight. Now, granted,
This one didn't have any.
it did, but I sanded them down. It wasn't as bad. This one was pretty bad. But I even tried to remelt it, and I kept getting the same results. I don't know. I read, you need to leave it heated longer. 2, you let it get too hot. So I have no clue. But then I finally found a whole bunch of people saying it's actually normal.
Right. It looks cooler, I think, anyway. I think it looks more natural.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's a cool look with the holes in it.
So we ended up, in our video, it was less, but because I found a little bit more silver and melted this one, I think we're at like 1.7 or 1.8 ounces of silver out of
Nice.
the. So that was kind of cool.
That's awesome. Now, did you have to put flux in it or borax or?
Yeah, we used. Now these kits come with the deluxe kit came with its own stuff. They have a mixture that's meant for gold, so you don't have to use any chemicals, supposedly, and it helps get all the impurities out. It's kind of like a black sandy material. I don't remember off what it's called. Now, for the silver, this bag they give you, it's actually mixed with borax, sodium carbonate or something, and silica.
Huh.
I may be getting wrong off the top of my head. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's already mixed. Now you can make your own. I was reading a lot. Some people just use the borax stuff, but they usually say you want to mix in the sodium carbonate, and then usually at least that, and then some say, add the silica. So it comes with the kits. It's good to use for silver and copper. And what it does, it helps heat up and everything more evenly, I guess.
Okay.
So, and I wasn't sure. I couldn't find anything specific on how much to use.
Oh.
So you see some videos where guys would sprinkle some on top when they're melting in just like an open crucible with a map torch.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would sprinkle more. I started with a little bit, but towards later on remelting, I would just get like a half a teaspoon poured in there.
Huh.
And it worked great. I mean, it get it hot really fast and melt it. So
okay.
It was cool.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's something I think you really got to practice more with.
Right.
Not just with silver. We do want to take a stab and melt some gold. Oh, the other thing I learned is the molds. They usually said, this is a 1 ounce or 2 ounce mold. Well, like the one we used was a 2 ounce one. That's 2 ounces for gold, but only an ounce for silver or copper, because gold is heavier. And it makes sense. It makes sense. But yeah, you cannot take like the little, if you had like a coin mold for a 1 ounce gold, you would not be able to melt 1 ounce silver and fit in that. You'd only be able to get half of it in there.
I'll be darned.
So that was interesting to learn too.
How that either.
That and all those molds and crucibles, they don't last long.
See, that's
what sucks too.
See, you'll learn the more.
It was fun.
Yeah, and you'll get better.
It was cool.
And more.
And wear gloves, safety precaution.
Safety first.
I did get.
We got a lot of comments about that.
All right, I will say this: the kit we got comes with the little.
Yeah, tongs.
Tongs, thank you. But they're small, like openings to get your fingers. So I did order. I already got them in bigger. Well, one they're longer. I think the ones I got are like 16 inches or 14 inches long, but it has bigger openings so you can actually wear gloves. Because I had gloves with me. Kathleen can attest to it. I really did have my gloves for welding and stuff, but I couldn't put my fingers in and control it to pour it. So I was like, I'll take it off and just stand back and hope it doesn't splash.
Hope for
I'm notorious for hurting myself too.
Right.
I really did try to be safe. Honest to God. And But now we are, because that stuff's so hot. I don't want that on me. Oh my God, that would kill.
It was
That'd
pretty
be
hot.
horrible. That'd be horrible.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely horrible and painful.
Yeah. Be safe. Make sure you have the right equipment.
Have a permanent gold mark on you.
Yeah, unless it goes through your whole skin. I don't know.
Oh.
It's not you're talking, 1,100 degrees Celsius?
Oh, yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hot.
You'd be going to jig faster than anybody here.
Be careful with that.
But it is cool to see that crucible glowing.
Oh, I bet.
How it pours out. It's
That was
neat.
pretty
It's
neat.
cool. It's fun.
Good way to see somebody twerking, right?
Need one of them kits. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was neat.
they range from in the low hundreds to like the fully deluxe ones about under $2, I think. if you
Right.
get the pencil torch tips. Now those little kits we use, the size we have, it's not rated to use MAP gas. If you want to use MAP gas, he sells the bigger ones that can handle that heat.
Oh. Oh, good to know. I didn't know that. I thought
But how long does it take to heat it up just using the regular propane torches?
It was, the second time we did it, not the first time. The second time, it was really pretty much good to go about 5 to 7 minutes.
Wow.
okay.
So you got 2 of them going in there, and it heats up pretty fast.
Well, I know you said before it took forever, I guess, when you guys tried it the first time. Is that what it was?
Yeah, because we were melting steel.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
too bad.
When you're melting steel, it takes a little longer.
that explains it then.
Yeah. So, but it's cool to learn. I want to learn more, obviously, before we
I wanna do
some of our
gold.
gold.
Yeah.
Because the graphite molten you have to heat up too, which I did. But then, like Razor, I think he says you need to have a torch blowing heat on it as it cools, which may make it sense, and maybe that helps reduce the air pockets. I don't know. So I'll be curious. I know Razor's melted some stuff on his YouTube, so I'll check more out there, and we can watch together and see and figure this out. Worst case, you can always remelt it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Worst case.
As long as you don't spill it.
Yeah. Just
A couple gold rings too.
Yeah, Kathleen found some old gold rings from way back, and they're a couple grams. I think 3.5 grams of gold.
yeah, there you go.
Melt those bad boys.
Heck yeah. Meld them.
Melt it.
Meld it. All right. And on that note, let's go ahead and wrap it up.
All right.
And I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us tonight. I think that's everything. We'll see you Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're going to do the open Zoom mic night thing. So come on and hang out and join the fun.
And be sure to post on Scott's Facebook of leprechaun images, and on Dennis, let's go after him and post images of garden gnomes.
Garden gnomes, correct. There you go. Don't forget it.
Images of what?
Garden gnomes. For Dennis. Garden gnomes.
Okay.
Yeah. And Scott leprechauns. Yep. All right. So we're out of here. Have a great week. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectors.com.